Hell of a story. Pastor, Reverend, arrested for killing an 8-year-old child. Put up the picture full mask. You won't believe this story, but it is believable because it happened. 1975, the disappearance and killing of the young Gretchen Harrington. This happened in Pennsylvania. This has haunted the community for decades. Now, the former leader at the girls' church, David Zandstra, has been charged with criminal homicide, kidnapping of a minor, possessing an instrument of crime, and murder of the first, second, and third degrees. We're going to give you background to this extreme story. On Monday, the district attorney's office in Delaware County, west of Philadelphia, announced it had filed charges against the 83-year-old. He was in Marietta, Georgia. He was a minister at a church in the 1970s. Zandstra was taken into custody in Georgia on July 17th and is being held in the Cobb County Sheriff's Office, where he has been denied bail. Let's talk about the history of what happened. On the morning of August 15th, 1975, Gretchen Harrington, 8 years of age, left her home in Broomall, Pennsylvania, for summer Bible school. The Trinity Chapel Christian Reformed Church was less than half a mile down the road, but Gretchen never made it. Skeletal remains found nearby in Ridley Creek State Park on October 14, 1975, were later identified as Gretchen's. The cause of her death, which was ruled a homicide, was found to be injuries to her head. But for decades, no one knew who killed her. Jack Stahlsteimer, the Delaware County DA, let's put him up. He said in the news conference on Monday that Reverend Zandstra was fighting extradition to Pennsylvania and that his office was seeking a governor's warrant to bring the individual to Delaware County. We're going to try him, we're going to convict him, and he's going to die in jail, the DA said. And then he's going to have to find out what the God he professes to believe in holds for those who are this evil to our children. I like that, DA. I don't give a damn what his party affiliation is. I like that statement. I like how direct it was. And I like how you're calling things now and would do them when he gets to Delaware. The website of the Christian Reformed Church lists Mr. Zandstra as a retired minister. It says he was ordained September 20th, 1965. Okay, 1965. In addition to the Trinity Chapel Christian Reformed Church, Mr. Zandstra also served at churches in New Jersey. He served in California, and he served in Texas between the years 1965 and 2005. The Delaware County District Attorney's Office said it had collected from Zandstra a DNA sample that would be compared to the DNA collected in other open cases in Pennsylvania and across the country. We are concerned that there may be more victims who might have been sexually assaulted by this man. We want to hold him accountable for everything he did. I've talked a lot on this show about how monsters will affix themselves to positions of trust in order to, one, gain access without the normative barriers parents would put up, and two, maintain such an image in their reputation that for those who are aware, they would feel as if nobody would believe them. Nobody would believe their word over his. He's an upstanding minister. This man is likely a damn serial killer or serial rapist. Sharon, thoughts?
And what is so painful is that the best friend of this monster, potentially monster's child, knew it.
Yep.
And wrote something in her diary all those years ago.
Right.
I grew up in suburban Philadelphia, Dr. Richey, and I too went to Bible study. They've got to figure out everywhere he's been and everyone he potentially touched.
That's right. You have to understand, this man was a minister prior. This man was void of anything that seemed righteous. It was all a con. Every bit of it was a con. Decades. We'll bring you updates as they come.